What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Blueprints. The different episode start than usual, but if you've watched the last episode, you realize you know exactly where we are. We're in the tomb. We have found Mary Marigold's, our mother's, two manuscripts of red prints and a new clue. And without ending this run arbitrarily, we wanted to continue. There's a couple things that, after reading these, we've discovered is, I don't know if that's the right word, but there's things to definitely point out here, things that we haven't known yet. Yeah, where do we start? Let's start with red prints because it's the easiest. I think of this, there's not as much to glean from it, in my opinion. I could be wrong about that. I frequently am. The thing that I'm curious here about is the stuff that's directly underlined like this. The sky, right? Like, there's intention here. What is and is not crossed out. I think the most interesting thing that I can identify that this is the throne room, right? And what does he have? He has, like, I don't know what's in the left hand, but the right hand has a scepter, which is reminiscent of Orindia, right? Orindia has that scepter on the thing, which is definitely not nothing. And then this has a lot. So there's this idea of doubles or duos. How many memos should be visible? We also should probably cross-reference this with the actual book. We know this code, or at least we know what letters are there. This is interesting. Swap the king with the rook. So I'm going to just quickly take a look and find the new clue book. Just for a second, I'm going through the screenshots just to see if I can find it. Where are you? I need to, like, start organizing into different categories of screenshots because flipping through all these things is a fucking mess. Okay, so somehow I don't have that page. I think this is the page that I've been saying I think I've been missing, which is obviously not helpful. But even if it was, everything here has some sort of, like, hint as to a puzzle, right? Like, all of this is a puzzle thing. This is interesting too. Cuckoo 2. I'm curious about the symbol on that. It has like a counterclockwise thing. We also should probably look at this under a magnifying glass. This is being removed. Denoted in verse. I'm going to cheat a little bit. Not a lot, but I'm going to just take an anagram converter and put in denoted in verse. I think it's fair if I... Yeah, I mean, it's not going to give me an exact phrase because it doesn't know what I'm looking for. It's 1,218 results. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be able to do that. If that is true, that's a anagram. So we're on day 114. Denoted. I'm putting this in the book. Inverse. Anagram? Question mark. And then Cuckoo 2, Clock Tower, question mark. And it's going from like 2 to like 4 anti-rotationally. This has the moon on it. I don't feel particularly... I feel like we got everything else. Those are the big ones. Those are the big ones. Cook made. Dead herrings depart. Yeah, swap the king with the rook. I mean, the thing that I'm thinking about, obviously, is the only thing that has anything to do with a king and a rook is the chess puzzle. But that's like a boon thing. What? Maybe we take a look at that. I can get down there. Because I'm still... I can't believe it, but I'm still... Actually, this is actually faster over here. If I just go this way. Unsure what the next step is. I mean, everything's a step, right? Like, I keep saying that, but really that was a huge leap forward. Getting the manuscripts, because the game is basically saying, like, hey, you're in the right place. It's a clipboard. Okay, so I mean, nothing's gonna happen right now, but it's not as simple as something like obviously not, right? I mean, wait. Okay, so here is where my knowledge of things outside of the mechanics that the game presents me are not as strong. The two things I've said for years that are my least favorite puzzles in games are sliding block puzzles and chess puzzles. Sliding block puzzles just because they're annoying as shit, but chess puzzles because I don't have a working knowledge of chess in that way. I've watched people play chess. I've technically played chess since I was like 5, but I'm not good. I don't play it often. I don't really have anybody to play it with. That's a different story. It's not about that, though. I do know enough about chess to know some weird move names. And there is a move called castling. Right? Isn't there a move? So there's a move in chess. If you have this is obviously not a standard chessboard, but there's a move in the game where it's something you could do right off the top, where imagine this is actually a 9x9 chessboard like it should be. And you have all your pawns here, you have all your main like named pieces down here. If your king and your queen are here-ish, right center, and your rook is over here, there's a move that you can do where you like swap the king with the... It's something super specific where like you have to... I'm just going to look it up. I mean, again, not a spoiler to look up something that's like not a game mechanic. How do you castle in chess? Castling. Castling is a move in chess. I'm reading from Wikipedia. It consists of moving the king 2 squares towards a rook on the same rank, and then moving the rook to the square that the king passed over. Castling is permitted only if neither the king nor the rook has previously moved, so they have to be in their starting positions. The squares between the king and the rook are vacant, and the king does not leave, cross over, or finish on a square attacked by an enemy piece. Castling is the only move in chess where 2 pieces are moved at once. So a couple things that's interesting there. They call, I didn't realize this, again, not a chess person, they call the different rows on a chessboard ranks. Is that why they're called ranks? Has it taken me this long to figure out that's why it's ranks, is because it's based on chess? That's cool. Okay, so at minimum, we've learned that. But this now oh boy, I'm starting to feel like this is really the answer here. So, castling moves. So if on it's an 8x8 board, not a 9x9 board. If the king, for example, is here, I'm looking at a diagram. If the king is here and the rook is here, by the end position, the rook is here and the king is here. So basically they flip two spaces to their respective directions. And I know I see. Castling with the king's rook is called a kingside castle, and castling with the queen's rook is called a queenside castle. Castling originates from the king's leap, a two-square king move added to European chess between the 14th and 15th centuries. It took on its present form in the 17th century. Okay, all that to say, that's great. What does that mean for us? So the book said, swap the king with the rook. And what does that mean for this? Because this made me think of what this is. The fact that this says castle in this room is not a coincidence. I can't believe I didn't think about that before. Why? But that's not what this code is. This code isn't castle. It's the 115 plus add 1 whatever bullshit. So what the fuck? So does this code actually, is it doing double duty? But I'm getting away from the point. What am I being asked to do? Do I have to So there's a couple things I can think about here. One of which being we get a king room on the board. No, there's no way. There's no way. I was going to say get a king room on the board and then the next day put a rook room there, but that's too much even for this game. The other thing I could think of is putting the king and the rook rooms like next to each other in the same formation as a castle, which I think is definitely possible, but would require an insane amount of luck or redrafting, which there's only 2 or so rooms that the king room could be, and the rook isn't that much more. So that feels ridiculous, but I could do it. The thing that I'm thinking about that's really possible is the boons themselves. Oh, and I have the king one right now. If the note said swap the king with the rook, and I have the king boon, would the thing that the game is asking me now to do is solve this puzzle, get the rook room, or get the rook boon, and that will then allow me to have something happen? That seems the most plausible, because you can actually solve this with some ease. You need to be able to get rooms that have all of these pieces. I need to get the study and the master bedroom, or not the master bedroom, the study and the office, right? I need to be able to get both of those rooms, but that's a more achievable thing than just trying to get rooms randomly on a board that don't even fit an actual chessboard, right? Like, this doesn't fit the same length of a real chessboard. I'm afraid to go off on another tangent. And by that I mean try something that just straight up doesn't work. Because this is a big ask. And the Banner of the King is a good thing. Despite not having used it, it is a good thing to have. But if it means that I unlock something else... Is that what we're doing? I think that's what we're doing. So... Let's try and draft a room with all 7 chess pieces. Oh, I'm not gonna... Fuck. What does that mean? I need to draft study and office, right? Those are the 2 big ones. And then every other room is pretty much more achievable. I'm unsure if this is gonna work. I think it's technically... well, it's not faster, but honestly, I haven't been dealing with this footsteps in the same problematic way. I wonder if that stays open. Probably, right? I can't imagine it wouldn't. All of these tomb doors have basically stayed open. I'm also glad that we didn't have to find 2 separate manuscripts. Like, I didn't have to go do 2 different things to find both manuscripts. That would have probably killed me. And my luck, I would have found the Red Prince one first and then had to figure out how to get the New Clue one. Good design that I only had to find the one. Is it crazy that now I'm finally now feeling like the game might end soon? For better, for worse? Okay, so... storeroom corridor. Let's see. What do we got? Drawing room. Nook is a rook piece. Let's just do that. I might as well just get the ones that we know for sure have pieces. So that's a chess piece for sure. Storeroom. I think actually storeroom does have one, doesn't it? It's a pawn. Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah, in the earlier ranks, too, like, quote-unquote, the starting positions, there's no way I'm going to be able to get a king's piece right away. Courtyard Den has one. Drawing room does, too, I think. Oh, it's a pawn. Now, I have a list somewhere. I should use that. I also have dice, which is great. Ah, the game helped me out. The one time I didn't do a break room, it gave me a key card. Thank you, game. Conservatory. Now I'm doing the game. Parlor, I think, is just a pawn. This is a rook too. Oh, I have 2 rooks already. That's great. What do I got? Treasure trove. Let's take that down to standard. Solarium standard, pool standard. That's fine. Okay. Veranda. Chapel is great. That's a bishop. If I could get them all within the first, like, couple ranks, that would be amazing. It's a bad place for drawing room, but to be honest, I don't care. Because isn't this one too? That's a pawn too. All right, well, never mind. That was a bad use of this room. Okay. All right, so I have 4 of them. Boudoir is great. Let's do boudoir. I don't even remember if there is one in here. I don't think so. It's eerily quiet. Oh, there goes the music. Passageway, hallway, but the wrong direction. Passageway, I can't believe it, but I'm willing to do passageway here just to connect up our world a little bit. Let's go up. Observatory. Observatory is one too. I'm forgetting. And we definitely need observatory at this point because we need to regain some of our things. Night. Great. Okay. So we're doing actually really well on the chess pieces. Okay. I need what? I need the 2 big ones. That's what I need left. Garage. If I do that, then I'm stuck, other than foundation, which isn't entirely a problem. Let's do it, just in case. I don't think garage has a chess piece. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think it does. I can't believe we're back to chess pieces. I did this like 50 episodes ago. But hey, them's the breaks. Okay, so foundation does not have a chess piece. Bedroom is a pawn for sure, right? Yes. Yes. Okay. Nursery hallway. I don't think nursery... I don't believe nursery has anything special. Lavatory, spare bedroom, courtyard. Courtyard's helpful just to have another exit. That's not really a chess thing. Walk-in closet does not have anything. We remembered that from last time. Parlor, though, helps us with the gems. Let's come in here. Here's some more gems. That's great. And a metal detector. Let's go out and go this... Actually, let's go down to parlor. I shouldn't speak too soon, because we need the gems. And this puzzle's about to be probably easy. The gems are not in the white box. The gems are not in this box. The gems are in this box. So if this is true, then they're not here. Then that's also true. And that would be lying. If this is so both of these have to be true at the same time. Or this is true, that the gems are in these boxes, and then both of these are lying. Oh wait, it says the gems are not in this box. So the gems are not in the white box. The gems are not in this box. If the gems are not in the white box, that's true. And this is true, then the gems are... That's the lying one. Why is this screwing me up? This is the easiest one I've had in minutes. Oh, if this one's true, all three of them are true, and then that's a problem. If the gems... So this cannot be true, which means that one of these is true, that the gems are not in the white box. So if they're not here, and they're not here, they're in here. Nice, okay. I'm glad I didn't fail the elementary version of that puzzle. Let's just do a redraw real quick so I could get... Ooh, hello. That is a crazy room to get right now. Oh, but it's a king piece? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Still unsure about this. I mean, it's a lever room, which is cool, but, like, what do I do with it? I'm gonna need some gems back, that's for sure. Maybe I could buy some. Rumpus room. Let's just hallway it up. Let's see how far we could go. Coin. Electric eel aquarium. Spare bedroom has the chance of something. Sleep mask. Okay. Not too bad. Commissary is probably the right move. I just hope to God it has gems in it. Yes, it does. Set of gems. Gem, 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 gem. Let's just buy it all out. We're buying it out. Magnifying glass is great too. Actually, we could go back down to the tomb then and look at the thing with the magnifying glass. Let's not forget to do that. Okay, so the only thing I own now, so I have a rook, I have pawn, I have knight, I have bishop, I have king. What else am I missing? I think I just need queen, right? And that's a study? I forget now, but I think that's the study. Alright, let's also change our... We might as well just try to do more experiments. There's no reason not to. Man, I hope this works. Come on. Remove a creep from the tunnel. Let's do the small chest. It's as more of a practical run than not. Okay. This is also another night room, right? Yeah. Drafting studio is not amazing. Let's do rumpus room first. Bishop, okay. I forgot this room was even a chess room. Showroom. While drafting in the classroom, you may draw new floor plans. You know what? Oh, but I also have courtyard here. Let's just do... Oh, I'm running out of steps, too. I gotta be really careful. Well, that'll help. Technically, I don't even have to go in the room. I just have to be able to draft it, right? Workshop is good here. What do I get in there? Can I see? Is it the compass? I think it is. Also, hold on. Hold on. What rooms have the queen piece? I should just look at my notes because I know it's the study, right? Oh, I didn't write it down. Rook, pawn, king, queen, knight, bishop. It's the queen that I need. I think if I do... Oh, I don't want to chance that. I feel like it's smart to do that, but I don't know if that's a... Trophy room. Kitchen is actually amazing for us right now. Just in terms of food, because I'm running out of steps. I don't need that to be the thing that stops us this run. I don't have any red rooms. But we'll eat a lot of bananas. How about that? Okay, we're in a good spot now. Ballroom. That's terrible for us right now. Okay, some extra keys and some extra gems. Wonderful. A little bit upset about the trophy, not being able to do trophy room because it's not the practical option, but to be honest, it's fine. Treasure trove. We should do treasure trove. Just as a on principle. But then it cuts us off so much. Let's do gift shop. We need to keep options open just in case. Maybe we'll get treasure trove again. Locker room, kennel. These are also not rooms that have chess pieces, but all in service of potentially getting one that does. Break room is fine. So 10 times 14, that's 140 rounded to the nearest hundredth is 100. Divided by 10 is 10. A third of 1 is a third. Plus 11, so it's 11 and a third. Times 3? Oh my god. So it's 33-ish to the nearest 2-digit whole thing. So that would be what? 30? Minus 20. Minus 6. It's 4 minus, so that's 2. Okay. 7. Oh, hold on. 12 plus 1 is 13. Times 1 is 13. 13. Because that's now canceled out. Yep. Okay, we got the keys back. We're good. All right, let's see. What do we get here? Walk-in closet. Dining room. Let's do walk-in closet. Maybe it gives us a better chance at getting one of the other Epson rooms. I can't believe they keep these live animals here. Bro, I have not been taking care of them. I hope the house has. Veranda, bunk room, planetarium. Let's do veranda just for the sake of this room is usually good to us. Okay. What do we got? Money. Turnip. Oh, and some salt. Attic. I mean, obviously, right? Attic is what? Bishop? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. This is technically all 7. What else do I got? There's technically one more thing in here. Oh, I missed the key. Okay, there we go. Alright, good. We're really set on resources. Still something in this room? Oh, yeah, there is. There's a little coin hanging out. Alright. Let's go to the pool. I have a little bit more time to get some more stuff, and I have now some dice. I could start throwing the rerolls. Vestibule might actually not be a bad idea here. All right, come on. Classroom. Oh, mailroom I want. I want mailroom for a couple reasons. I place an order, but I also get to actually finally look at all of the... Right, I get to do that. Which ones did I not have? I think I didn't have the Fen Aries one. I'm just gonna do them all just in case. I think I have them though. And this room is not a chess room. That is fine. Okay. So, what do I want to do now? I gotta go this way. Damn it. Drafting studio. I don't believe is one. Let's redraw. I didn't bone ourselves. Let's do sauna, get the extra steps, get the gem. Because now we're going to go down. Jesus, I've gotten locked out every single time. Veranda really fucked us. Or, not veranda. Vestibule really fucked us this time. Oh, shit. Now I really fucked us. Alright. Let's go this way. Are you kidding? Oh, Christ. Alright, well. I guess we should just try nursery. I don't think that's a room. Yeah, it's a pawn. Okay. Well, it was an attempt. I think the tomb actually technically fucked us on that. Okay, so because of that, though, let's go to the tomb itself. Let's look through the magnifying glass, see what we can do. See if there's anything that we can investigate. Actually, now that I have the magnifying glass in general... Yeah, this is definitely the image from the book. Except there were knights on the stage, but I think that that's not super important. So we have to go through parlor here. And bedroom. Okay, so where are we going? We're going to tomb. It's kind of like equal ways to get down there. Just trying to think about anything else that I'd want to do considering the time that I have here, but I don't think I have... The throne room is so good, too. I'm upset I couldn't make that work. I don't know why I'm even picking those up. Okay, so... Live and in person, here we go. So, Red Prince... Interesting how the lines disappear. Curious about that. Is that intentional? So it looks like a statue or a toy or something that he's holding in his hand. Oh, that's interesting. The lines show up through the like through the drawings, but not otherwise. I'm not taking any chances. So we know what that's referring to. Doesn't look like there's anything. That's the castle. No. How about... No. I don't want to go too fast, but I'm also looking actively and I don't see anything. That's a planet. I don't know what he's looking at there. Nothing on the back. Nothing in the text. Also, I did clock that there's it switches to italics in the manuscript. I don't really know why. I don't think there's anything to look at. Otherwise... No, 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 no. Great, okay. So that's that one. And now we take a look here. A new clue. I feel like everything is mostly on the surface level here, but we should check it regardless. Because the assumption is that this is not as meticulous. This is more of the drafting planning stage, so she's doing this mostly by hand, right? So swap the king with the rook. I'm feeling decently confident about our plans. Is that still accurate to our code? Hold on. 6 add 6 Torlor et. Yes, it is. So that information is still correct. Oh, here, look. The Arinda here is wearing the crown, a scepter, and the shield. So is that what he has? Does he have the shield in here? No. Too obvious? Yeah, I'm not feeling super confident in this. Oh, there's a... Oh, that's a bookmark. I was going to say that's a W. Yeah, because all of the actual secrets of this book we've seen. VR. Yeah, there's something behind the detective that's making it hard for us to figure out what that actually is trying to insinuate. The each major typed. Yeah, I think we're good. So glad I did that. I can feel confident in knowing that the step is probably having to do with the one thing in that book I had no idea about. So what does that mean? So we're gonna go. What are we at now? I can't do the because I don't have a queen. I don't have a queen, so I have to go and do a different run. So let's do a new run. No time like the present. I think the king room is the office and the throne room. Queen room is her ladyship's chamber and the study, right? Because you'd think it would be the boudoir or something, but it's hard. They have to be harder rooms to get. So maybe we try to get the... Because if the king ones are a little bit easier to get, maybe we try to do the queen ones. Where's break room? Up here. How did I even get there? I gotta go all the way back up. Because need that key card. If I have the steps, I should use it. All right, back up we go. While we're waiting... Oh, hey, look at that. While we're waiting for this to all come to fruition, the Game Awards were semi-recently, and it was disappointing turnout, obviously, for this game, but also just in general. I think... I know there are a lot of people who are really excited about Clair Obscur and that, and I have not played it exactly yet. I have bought it, but I got sidetracked by a bunch of other stuff and didn't really feel the pull to go back. I got maybe through the first area. Hoping to go back at some point, but unfortunately, when I play games on YouTube a lot, it takes up a lot of the time I would have for other games. So, yeah, so I'll try to get to all the big ones. But my favorite games are all games we've played on the channel, basically. So I feel good about that. All right, so amateur lockpicking kit, which we're probably really good at now at this point, because we had increased our lockpicking skills by a lot. All right, here we go. So round 2. Chapel right off the bat, not too bad. Let's keep going. So here, I almost feel like I just... Let's do spare bedroom here for a second and then leave. I'm going to leave this alone. I'll take the money. I'm going to take this route and try to go south immediately. Oh, shit. What do I want? I guess I'll do a green room. Ideally, it's one that actually turns. Like that. Okay, well that's a refund. We'll take that. Her ladyships? Okay, not there, but it could get it again. Let's try workshop. And hopefully, possibly, maybe, possibly. No. That's perfectly fine. Let's go with, instead, Nook, because it's a rook. And those aren't as common. Nothing on the thing? Great. Okay. So this might be an office type run. Let's try to get the office. Den. All of these are bad for this room. If I'm gonna do one, I'm gonna do den because I can. Losing all my money. Let's go through the entrance hall. Let's go back to the east. See what other ones I can pull up. Kitchen. Honestly, just corridor is fine. Conservatory. Was a one type. I forget what it was now. Rook also. Okay. Weight room. Mill room. Oh, interesting. These are really interesting picks. Rumpus room can go up to unusual. I don't need it. Weight room is tough because it has the rooms and the lever, but it also doesn't. It's also as bad as it is. I feel like we get it just when we need it. Mailroom has basically served its purpose. I think those can stay. The other two could stay. Drawing room. Yeah, that's a good place for it. This is also a pawn room. Yes, yeah. Okay, drawing room can help us out a little bit here. Let's try. Storeroom isn't bad though. Let's just take that and then we'll take whatever it gives us north. Okay. Come on, game. Observatory. Let's redraw, please. Foyer. Geist bedroom. Oh, Christ. Geist bedroom is actually interesting because it gives us dice, which is helpful. It's helpful to get what we need to get done. So we still need a king room. So we have a bishop, we have a rook, we have pawns, we need knight, so we need security, and then we'll need king and queen. Yeah. All right, this room has to turn left. Okay. Well, I don't have that, so let's try again. I guess we're going with hallway. That's a shame, actually. Maybe we commissary it? Because then I could buy shit. Okay, shovel's great. Even metal detector is actually great. It doesn't give me gems, but I'll take where we're at. I have to go hallway again. I can't believe it. All right. Solarium. Hallway. Uh-oh, we're in hallway world. I can't pick the lock after all I've done. Boiler room is not the worst considering our circumstances. Okay, we have to reinstate that too. Security. Excellent. I'm tempted to take something else, but security is the right move. Garage. Parlor should be what we pick here. And let's try not to struggle with this as much as we did the last time. Let's see. This box contains gems. The other two boxes contain gems. That's wrong. All three boxes contain gems, so it's going to be this one. Easy. Great. And key on the floor. Man, really? Veranda break room. Okay, if we do that, we seal it off. I think veranda is always helpful. I'm willing to risk it. Especially now that we have a shovel. This is like our nice welcome room. Okay. Garage boudoir. Great. We get more gems. Oh, I wish I could just snipe it from here. Make things so much faster. Okay. Let's see. There we go. It finally worked. All right. Bedroom, rotunda, utility closet. Let's redraw. It really wants us to take foyer for whatever reason. Archives, bunk room. Fucking archives, really? Am I going to be forced to take archives? Honestly, if I take bunk room right now, that's not so bad. I'll just have to, again, work off of one route. I don't want to do the archives thing while I'm trying to get very specific rooms. I should get more gems too. I should have been better about that because all the rooms I'm gonna need are gonna be gem rooms. It's okay if we don't succeed, we will continue attempting. Pool is good because it'll have the things on the bottom. Come on, gems. Keys, okay, we'll take it. Secret garden, okay. Could be worse. Let's go this way first. Solarium break room. I really need to do that right now. Mount Holly gift shop. Observatory has the chance of giving us something really good right now. Okay, that was useful. I'll take that. And we have chests in the front room, so I could use those too. Oh, I see it. Okay. Real quick. 15. Ooh, slash through 14. Only cut it in half, so 7? Yeah. Half of 4 is 2, plus, or sorry, times half of 4 is 4. Very nice. Cool, I'm glad I did that. I didn't think we still had puzzles in the can here. Where am I on the house? Courtyard. Well, either one of those close off the house, so I guess we got our answer. Okay, that's good. Dice is good. We'll take the dice. Come on, office. Classroom, at least we can redraft. That's not so bad. I also have to remember that I have to also be able to go back to downstairs. Greenhouse is actually really good here. I'm going to do greenhouse because it's going to give me gems. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this. Yeah, we're set now on resources, so I don't have to worry so much about that. Key. Alright, I need the big rooms. Come on, guys. Cloister. Let's redraw. Pump room. Oh, I just killed my own run. God damn it. Alright, well, I guess we do treasure trove at least. It never rains in our cherries. Okay. Yeah, again, no point picking all this up. we're going to do it anyway for the satisfaction of greed. Okay, so I blocked myself out, but I think we have a plan now. I am going to call it here once we get to the break room. Yeah. So, we have a goal. Our goal is going to be to just continue trying to draft enough rooms so that way I can get our everything for the chess puzzle. And I don't think it's that hard. We got really close the last time, so we're going to try it again in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see future episodes, and we'll catch you in the next one very soon. Bye, everybody.